episode 17 of Strange Brow Radio. I'm your host, Hope Johnson. Today's show are going to be personal field investigations. Actually both of these field investigations from this weekend. We're going to the Owl Moon Lab for a Snot rocket and giant lights in the sky over Springfield, Oregon. I'll get into the details about that in a second, but thank you to our sponsor, Feral by Aaron at Etsy.com. I need to make a jingle up for this wonderful sponsor, Feral by Aaron at Etsy, shaman-inspired drums, rattles, and smudge sticks. Make a move. Go like, share, subscribe, take a peek at the Etsy shop, Feral by Aaron, E-R-Y-N. All sorts of stuff on there. We're getting a website together also. Be on the lookout for that. All right, next, field investigations. And yeah, I did say Snot rocket investigations. All right, we'll be right back. On May 3rd, 2019, around 10 o'clock in the evening, I received a phone call about a recent UFO sighting over Springfield, Oregon. I had time to put down everything and go interview the witnesses. Michael Jerome and Shannon Ortiz shot video, along with several other witnesses in Springfield, Oregon that evening, of three large points of light in the sky over the Willamette Valley. It would have been in the southeastern portion of the sky from Springfield, Oregon. Pretty incredible video and a really blunt interview. So I will let you know there is explicit language here, because when you see something extraordinary like this, you don't really stop to filter out anything. And I do want to let people know that you're going to hear the F-bomb and a couple of other gems in this interview, so be prepared for that. Also, I went out to the Owl Moon Lab property in Cottage Grove, Oregon, and found what looked like to be new skin cell sample opportunities. And so we collected skin cell samples from something. Now, it looked to be like a nose pressed up against the glass window of the property. You'll have to go to the Owl Moon Lab Facebook page if you don't know about the case file, if you don't know about the history of the Adams property. So do that. Go to Facebook, type in the Owl Moon Lab, and catch up. Because what we have now in our collection might be, and we're looking into it, is the possibility of a nose impression with a snot rocket from something that stood up against the guest bedroom at around 7 feet tall. We also took possibly some hair samples from around the 5.5 foot area of a tree where something was knocked out of the crook of the tree that shouldn't have been knocked out of it, and maybe possibly some more skin cell samples off of one of the back gates. There was all sorts of other things involved with that, but you'll have to go to the Facebook page to fill in on the details. Currently, I'm still trying to finish up the book on the matter, so stay tuned for the Owl Moon Lab, Volume 1. Now let's go to the recording of Michael Jerome and Shannon Ortiz and the UFO over Springfield, Oregon. So is it Michael Jerome?
Michael Jerome, Beavers.
Michael Jerome, okay. So I'm in his apartment right now. His dogs are everywhere here. Tell me what happened.
So I was on the phone with my girlfriend on her break. I was actually carrying her, my daughter, and she says something. What, do you see that? Do you see that in the sky? And I was like, what? And I ended up running over to the sky, and if you can look out, I know you guys can't
I'm standing out by the window next to his daughter.
It was right above where those lights are in that apartment. It was above that, but about if I had to guess it, 10 blocks further up that way at like distance.
Yeah, I mean, so kind of over the McKenzie River, really. The McKenzie
I'm not
is...
super familiar with the area.
Yeah.
I know Eugene, but I don't know Thurston.
Actually, that would be the Willamette. I'm sorry. It'd be right over the Willamette River. Is it okay if we turn that down just a hair?
I'll turn that off for you.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
But I immediately hung up on her without saying bye or anything like that, and I pulled out my phone and I took these.
You're still shaking from the whole ordeal.
I posted on so many groups and so many different things on Facebook, trying to ask people Lane County caught on camera if they've seen this.
Yeah, so let's hit play.
Yeah, go for it. That's the.
So we're looking at the.
I zoom up in it.
Brandy!
I scream from my roommate.
Brandy! Fucking UFO, son!
I was so excited. It was the most insane thing. It was so unnatural that you just know that it's something going on.
Now,
that's not normal.
and there's quite a bit of light in your apartment, so for that to show...
It was the lights were off when I shot the video and stuff,
gotcha.
So there shouldn't have been too much background light in it. And it had just started getting dark. I'm not sure what the time says I shot it, but it should have been around 9:30 or 10.
So what did you describe what you saw?
It was 3 perfect orange and red lights that were almost like they were attached to something in a sense because they were so perfectly even.
Yeah.
And they floated together, but like in a weird triangle, like they were just kind of floating like that way. And then all 3 of them at the same time, I ran outside and I got my roommate Brandy out there, and all 3 of them at the same time disappeared. Nowhere.
Oh, they all did they
at
flicker
the
out?
exact same time.
They just fizzled
gone.
or what?
It didn't look like a flash or anything. Just literally, like I would say maybe a fade out, but very very fast, like super fast. And then from there, they were gone, nowhere to be seen. And it was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen. I watched Paranormal Caught on Camera on Travel Channel.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It looks just like one of the videos on the TV, and that's why I freaked out
Yeah, that's
why I freaked out about it. I was like, man, this is crazy. I've emailed them. I've been, like, tripping out about this. I couldn't believe it. But I have pictures, too, as well I can show you.
I just wonder if you're the only one that caught this, because, I mean, there was a pretty big sighting.
It was huge, and the pictures might show that a little better.
Okay, so I'm holding his phone right now, so you can see okay, there you go.
Yeah, really up a whole bunch.
Okay, we're turning up the brightness here. Oh, woo, there we go.
Yeah.
So now, okay, so the sun's going down at this point. It's just turning dusk.
I want to say it's about 9:15, 9:30.
Yeah, and
you say on the video though.
You can see the hills in the background. You can see the apartment roofs, and then the night sky.
It was pretty big, it seemed like, up there.
And the baby's watching here.
Oh,
you see the UFOs? They're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is like an isosceles triangle. The bottom, the point of it is kind of pointed down into the eastern side of the sky.
The way it's facing like that, the way it moved is in that exact thing.
Now, describe how this object moved.
It like a float. Like for the longest time, it was dead still.
Yeah.
It didn't move. I would say for a whole minute and a half, no movement whatsoever. And then it began to like move in a forward direction, not up, but like further away. It kind of seemed like, but nowhere near out of our sight or anything. And then it just gone. It didn't come back. It was we were thinking about anything it could have been, and clearly not helicopters or anything. There was no flashing or anything like that. It was exactly what you see. It was crazy.
Yeah, you can't. So these are 3 points of light on each apex of the triangle.
It was so perfect. That's what didn't make any sense to me. I was like, it couldn't have been drones. How could you fly 3 drones that perfect together? And it stayed like that, like perfect.
Right.
So. To me, I thought for sure, I was like, man, I just caught something crazy on camera.
At any point did these were they fixed or did they move around at all?
No, they stayed together.
They stayed
the whole
fixed.
Time.
Okay.
The entire time until they disappeared, it was that exact
Yeah, because
shape.
like a drone would flutter over to the right or left.
Something.
I mean, it'd be very difficult to keep a perfect triangle.
It seems super just unnatural for anything you would ever normally see in a sky. Like, even if you did see something weird, that would be 10 times weirder than it.
Yeah.
It was wild.
So is this the one that you posted?
I posted actually all 3 pictures and the video.
And there's a video.
Yeah, and with the brightness, you can see them a whole lot better. Just perfect.
Yeah. So
I'm a bad camera.
we're watching the video again. Well, you're excited. Now, could you have taken a longer video, or what happened?
I could have. My girlfriend was calling me back to say, like, I guess see if they were still out there or not.
Oh, gotcha.
And between all of it, I wanted to take pictures. I wanted to have video. I wanted every bit of evidence I could have that this was real, and I just seen it above my sky. And
Can I take a picture of your picture?
For sure.
I'll definitely give you credit for it.
Timestamp on there and date and stuff.
Yeah.
If you know how to kind of do that stuff, and that way you can get the actual date and time and stuff.
Here's my cards.
Awesome.
And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a video of his phone here and show people what he got. Okay, so here's we'll go ahead and shoot it landscape mode. Here's the initial picture, which is a photograph that shows them over the general Willamette River area, which would be Clearwater Park.
I know where Clearwater Park is.
Yeah.
I do know where that is, actually.
And then here's the next one. Let's see if there's any difference here. Here's a tree. Here's a tree.
Yeah, they're a little zoomed in, but it's directly on top of the corner of those apartments right there. And that.
See, it almost looks like it. Were you always out of that window?
Yeah, the whole time. I did run downstairs at one point.
Okay.
I want to say I took the photos from up here, though. I want to say all photos were taken from up here.
Okay.
All the still photos. The video was definitely up here.
Here's the video. Oh, that's cool how it gets
I wish I didn't do it so short. It felt a lot longer when I was filming it, and I really wish I would have done it a little bit longer, but I would say within 3 to 4 seconds after I got off of that video and I answered the phone, that's when they faded out, and I was like, Brandy, did you see that? Did you see that? My old lady who works at the Get and Go Market right here on 28th Street, she was literally on the phone with me looking at this stuff the whole time and was like so shocked by it that it was just like absolutely insane.
So did the customers see it? Did her other
coworkers were in the lot and actually started filming it from their lot?
So there's other people around town. Might be other videos.
100% guaranteed. And that's why I posted on Lane County on camera, because I was hoping somebody would say, oh, this was me doing this, or that was, I got a video too, or just anything in general that they could say that would either back me up or explain what it was, basically. And I didn't get any good answers. And if you go through the comments and look, one person claimed to see a green streak go across the sky. Is this Lane County? And if you want to look
is
right
this
here,
the comments?
This is the comments on Lane County caught on camera. These are now starting to get more to the funnier comments. But up at the top, somebody had claimed Chinese lanterns. I've seen those before, and those flicker and stuff, and they don't stay still like that. They don't
all go out at once either.
Or that. I didn't think about that, but I did. The way I thought about it was there's no way they could stay together like that, the way they were. There was no, movement of anything. But somebody says they saw a green thing about 5 minutes ago.
Someone says cover your butthole.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, Ginger.
But right here is the one we just saw a fat green streak shoot across the sky. I assume
Let me read some of the comments from some of them knuckleheads. One says, we just saw a fat green streak shoot across about 5 minutes ago.
I posted this maybe 30 to 40 minutes after I had filmed it.
Someone wrote aliens. Another person wrote some meteor shower.
Yeah, I didn't understand that one.
I've seen them before too. They're so strange to watch. Did they just fade away? The ones I saw did. I've seen them too. Very amazing.
Someone commented replying saying
paper lanterns.
I've seen paper lanterns. And
someone put Giorgio Suclio's meme down here.
That's that was my favorite.
Brandy.
I needed somebody to see this with me. So my roommate, who's actually a nurse at Riverbend, was downstairs at the time, and she ran outside with me and seen as they went out. She's here. I don't know if she would be super cool with.
What about your wife? Would she be cool talking?
100%, and she is at the Get and Go Market right there until 12 o'clock if you want.
I'm trying to. Is Get and Go right? It's right by the chicken place.
It's connected to it. Yes.
Okay.
The market side of it.
Okay.
And she's there until 12 o'clock tonight. So.
Can we call her and see if I can come by?
100%.
I love all this 100%. It's usually hard to get a witness to
Dude,
talk.
I like since we've been watching this show that
Yeah.
that it's a newer show on Travel Channel.
Yeah.
We have been obsessed with that stuff. We're like, man, we got to go find Bigfoot now that we live in Oregon. We're from the East Coast originally.
Yeah.
And so when we came out here, we were like, man, Bigfoot's so cool and stuff like that. But never in a million years would I thought that I would have seen.
They're
something
probably
like that.
dropping one off.
Right. I go, hey.
He thinks
would
I'm joking.
I got you on speaker right now.
Yeah.
Would you be okay
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Michael, I'm at my job. What?
Oh Lord. Are you okay with him coming up and asking you a couple quick questions about the thing we saw? Or would you want to maybe wait till you get off in a minute? I got hung up on.
Yeah, that's all right.
So she's definitely would be 100% cool with this, though.
What's her name?
That. Shannon Ortiz. Yeah.
Okay.
She
Well, I'll
was-
see if she's not busy.
Yeah,
if
no,
not, I'll just ask
she's
her
definitely not
questions
busy.
real
I don't know
quick.
why she just acted like that on the phone. She must not have realized that I was probably already with you. But yeah, she was literally the one on the phone
Okay.
that was like that seen it and was like, oh my god, what is this? And she was standing out front of the store. I can picture it because
Yeah.
like the way when she's on break and stuff. And I just picture both of us looking at it. And if she could see it, that means it was definitely pretty big and high up in the sky because she's 2 streets over.
Yeah, and there's
over
buildings.
on the other side.
There's
All
things.
kinds-
There's
a
foliage.
factory
Yeah.
right there, all kinds of stuff.
There's a lot of bright
So,
lights around there.
It must have been pretty big and like
Yeah.
just there. So, but yeah.
And you know, paper lanterns generally they let a lot loose. You know, when they don't usually
Like more
let
at
3.
once. Yeah,
Yeah.
When I did see them, it was in North Carolina, and
Yeah.
there was probably 13 or 14 of them when I seen them.
Yeah.
And they
But it's a
looked
possibility.
like candles floating in the sky. They
Yeah.
flickered. Like they had a flickering light to them.
Yeah.
These didn't have that flicker to them. It looked very solid light, like solid. And then they just, all at once, all gone.
So
at
there was
exactly one time.
an abduction case. I took a report about a month ago from this side, though, over off of Hayden Bridge, and it was
Okay.
a daughter and mother that had the same dream about little gray guys that took them that night, and then they both had hurt calves, and they had scoop marks on their calves.
That's I've seen documentaries
Yeah.
before and stuff where they say that they have like the little the scoop things and like
Yeah.
strange little marks on them and stuff like
Right.
that from abduction cases and stuff. My sister actually messaged me and was like, "Be careful out there" or something. Whenever I first posted the video and sent it to her, it was kind of actually funny.
So are you okay if I put this on iTunes?
100% okay with it.
Okay.
100%. I did
Okay.
send it to the news stations. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's okay.
No, yeah, of
So
course
I sent
that's
it
good.
to K-Vol. I sent it to UG
Yeah.
News and told them I'd be completely willing to talk. I sent them the screenshot of Lane County caught on
Yeah.
camera to show them that everybody.
you
is
sent 'em that
seeing this
video.
stuff. Oh, I sent them all 3 of them, and I feel like people are gonna get a kick out of me screaming Brandy.
You're not the only one that saw
So-
this, though, so...
There's got to
Yeah.
be more videos, but yeah, that's this is me
It's
talking
an
to my
incredible
sister
video.
when I had sent her everything.
It's a really good video.
And she was like, I did. Holy fuck! Be careful tonight. Aliens are crazy. And yeah, so she was just like crazy. But I was saying like my adrenaline's pumping. I was like shaking.
Yeah.
Then it's exciting now to talk about it to somebody that like believes in this stuff and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the news stations and stuff that I
Yeah.
message and sent the videos to.
Okay.
So maybe they'll get back in the morning and we'll see it on the Eugene News. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm here with Shannon Ortiz, first of all, at the Get and Go Market. This is your hubby. This is your hubby I spoke to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, go ahead.
So I was standing out here on the phone with Michael, and I was on my break, and I was looking up, and all I seen was like 3 reddish orange lights, and I was like, go outside. Like I was like, look out the window, and then he hung up on me instantly and just started recording, and I started laughing because I kept trying to get through, and I knew he was recording. And I stood out here, and then I had a few customers come in and actually drew their attention to it, and one of them nonchalantly was like, oh, it's a UFO. And, we went inside, we kept talking about it, and when I came back, then I just seen 2 lights.
Now you're
the red
pointing
ones.
over which
This-
way here? Between the yellow light downwards?
Yes.
Okay.
In between these 2, like if you
Okay.
were looking in between the 2 poles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And then-
that's over near an area called Clearwater Park, which is accessible. So I'll drive over there
Okay. Yeah.
and see what happens,
Yeah,
and then
see if you see anything.
see if we can get anything. But
All right.
I'll get in touch with you.
Yes,
and let you know
definitely.
when the
And you have
podcast
our
will be
number,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Bye. Okay, so that area is accessible. I'm gonna drive by real quick. I have to go take a peek. All right, I'm standing at the boat launch, facing the general direction. Okay, I don't know. I don't see that light. but I just saw what I would call a blinker. It would be to the western side of me, just as I looked up. Just a single white, bright flash of light, not a star. Maybe a satellite, but I don't know. I don't see anything that would look like a satellite. Jeep's running. Stand out here, it's about 50 degrees on a clear night. Unfortunately, these bright orange street lights are kind of blinding you a little bit. Single car passing by. I am looking directly at, let's see here, that looks like the Big Dipper. Trying to see, okay, there's the Little Dipper directly above my head. Okay, the crickets. Lots of crickets. I've got a pretty good view. I mean, it could be better, but I can see quite a bit, and it's pretty dark and clear. Not much ground traffic here. No more blinkers. I would love to see somebody out here that saw what those two saw. You would think that there'd be more people out here standing, waiting. I can't even guesstimate the general size of that. There's just no way for me to tell how big that was. It was definitely 3 points of light. They kind of had that classic shape that you would want to see, especially if they're holding still. But if they're at a great distance, they would appear to be holding still when they're not. I think I'm at the beginning of a boat ramp. I don't know about this green flash that was mentioned on the thread. A thick green flash of green light. I don't know, let's hop back on Facebook and see what's being said here. Michael Jerome. He says he only saw it for about a minute. I don't want to look at the phone too long because then it'll blind my eyes. Okay, I'm going to turn the mic off here for a second until I see something, or if I see something. Alright, we're going to try something at the risk of sounding a little bit crazy here. As a last ditch effort, I am going to concentrate and see if I can ask this UFO to appear. And I'm going to do it now. Will you show yourself in the same area where you're at? Can you come back and show yourself? Nothing. And there's some low, brighter stars off to the southeast, but that's not what we saw on the video. There's just some really dim stars, and some brighter stars. Okay. I'm going to give it 5 more minutes. Unfortunately, this does not pay anything, and I need to go back out and make some money tonight. And then after that, I'm gonna go take a phlegm or snot sample off of a guest bedroom window of what appears to be a greasy nose at 7 feet tall, pressed up against the Al Moon Lab property. If you don't know what that is, go to Facebook and type in Al Moon Lab Volume 1. I'll down the road tell you about Volume 2. I don't see anything for now. I think that's it, folks. Not all field investigations are fruitful. And tonight, this one I don't think is going to be. Signing out. Michael Jerome was truthful about his encounter, his video footage, and it was an authentic interview. I can tell you that much. It was really obvious when I was on site that he had experienced something semi-traumatic. He was dry in the mouth, he was sweating, he was completely, focused in on the window. And these are all classic things that you want to see from a witness when it's still fresh in their mind. So as far as his authenticity and his believability, I put him way up there, and I think I was probably less than an hour and a half to 2 hours from the initial sighting, and I didn't see anything at that boat launch except that blinker. And real quick, those blinkers, I'll just say, there's something that you really have no other name for, but we see them quite often up near the Vega system. If you get on your star map, you can see the system Vega, and just look around. The edges are in the middle of the star system Vega for bright flashes of white light. Also, we looked at Cassiopeia as being a possible culprit, because it does have a triangle-shaped possibility. It mostly looks like the letter W, but we ruled that out because this was in the southwestern part of the sky, and Cassiopeia from that vantage would have been north or northeast. So that was not it. If you saw anything and you're listening to this broadcast in Springfield on May 3rd, 2019, get a hold of me at strangebrowradio@gmail.com. All right, next you're going to hear me live on May 3rd. It had been the Friday before this UFO. It was quite a weekend, as you can see. Not every weekend's like this. But I was at the Al Moon Lab site. Again, go to the Facebook page, join that group, and you can read about this incredible site where all things strange converge. And I'm going to explain as we go along here what you're going to look at. But in short, it looked like a smudge on a window about 7 feet up that matched a nose impression, because we did a comparison shot of my nose. And this looks like something about 7 feet up had pressed its nose up against the guest bedroom, and then we'll just follow the audio naturally from there for the next 5 minutes. All right, from the Al Moon Lab, Snot Rocket time. I'm just here for a couple hours in between shifts, and I noticed something up against the window here, and I don't know if it'll translate. The sun is just killing us. There. See that image right? Oh, there you go. See how it's a fresh mark There we go. And then there's up spray. See that up spray? Okay. Now this is how far back, how tall that up spray is. It's about 7 feet up. That's new. Oh, I think that's a nostril. 7 feet with upsprayer lips. And it probably sneezed or wheezed. And this, I think, is evidence of them using the rail. This is all new. There's a possible fingerprint on the other rail that I think they're using. I can't find it. So crossing over here, probably using their hands, and then coming over here, and then moving this glass heart. We found this just now knocked out of the tree, which was gifted a while back down right there. And then so we searched around here and we started finding hair. Let's see if we can show you one. Right there. See it? I'll hold the camera still. There's the hair. And then here's another one over here. There's so much more to that story, and I know that most of that was visual, but like I said, you can go on the Al Moon Lab Facebook page, join that, and see some of these videos and impressive sounds, or go back to episode 1 to hear the story. And like I said, this is a book in process, and hopefully that will be out by 2020, and that will be written by me, and I will tell you how you can get that hopefully next year. Okay, that's it for this episode of Strange Brow Radio. However, this isn't it for Strange Brow. You can go every second Saturday on to our website and see what guest speakers we have live. This week we're going to have Sig Sigurdsson. Now you heard him a couple episodes back allude to the Men in Black. Well, he's going to be actually Skyping in to us from the Axe and Fiddle in Cottage Grove, Oregon, and telling us more details about these crazy MIBs and MIPs, Men in Plaid. We'll also be doing a radio show the second Friday of the month. That would be Friday, I believe, the 10th of May on KPNW 1120 AM, and you can go there and listen to us live from 8:30 a.m. to roughly around 9 a.m. live streaming on the morning show on KPNW 1120 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, thank you again. If you would like to be a guest, go to strangebrowradio@gmail.com. You got guest suggestions. Just want to say hi, have some points of view. I will be there at strangebrowradio@gmail.com. Check out the website and our sponsor, Feral by Aaron at Etsy.com. As always, thanks for listening, and I will see you in the trees.